Honk honk. What is up, YouTube? Lamont on the run, and today I want to talk about some crap that I read on social media. Currently, just taking quick little notes for when I inevitably do these little stories that I like to talk about. What is up, guys? How we doing? Who is in here? Tito Torres is first. Double T. Chila Sofal. Chila Sofal. Frex123. Peter Yellowcloud. Katie Stewart. Calais Malay. Cement Shoes. Christina Finche. Crystal Wood. Zero Marie. Max Min's Replica. Max Min's Replica. Oh, Sean Rockenboxes. What's up? What's up, my guy? Kale is in the building. Mia, or Calais, as maybe I should call her. Tracy Bradshaw, JR3530, like the shadow that's always by my side. Martha Phillips, Catherine from Cambridge, United Kingdom. Hey, how do you feel about your fellow compatriot getting caught smuggling 90 pounds of cocaine? I was going to talk about that later. That's a ridiculous story. Shannon Hughes, Joseph Carrillo. Is it Carrillo or Carrillo? If you're from the East Coast, it's Carrillo. If you're from the West Coast, it's Carrillo. Patty Pedroza, what is going on? Firebird Spleen, what is going on? Wendy Mitt, what's going on? Gilberto, wow, what? From Gilberto Luevanos. Hey, man, for a gringo, I think I did pretty okay. Luvanos? I've never seen that name in my life. I think you made that up. Actually, I think you made that profile so you can come here and trick me. Okay. Luevanos. I'm going to say it's Luevanos. Alaska Mush. Vanessa Becerra. See, I got that. You already know, girl. You already know you know what's up. Jane, Sherry YT. AR, Carol Cruz. Corey Harrison, long time no see. What's going on, bro? Dude, I wonder if you have, dude, do you have your own apartment yet, or are you still doing the whole roommate thing? Living in I don't know if you're still in LA, but it's tough times over there. I'll probably be there. I don't know. It's up in the air right now. Nada, mi amiga muchacha, I'm just live streaming. Just live streaming. And Roadrunner and Bite Me. That's K Phillips. What's going on, guys? The Boogie Down Bronx. Woo! Bronx is that's tough territory over there. Tough territory. Tough territory. I am one beer down, and on my second beer in, thought I would drink tonight because why not? Why not? I'm at a location unknown, somewhere in the great state of Bleep, and just thought I would live stream for a little bit before I go to sleep. What did I want to talk about? So this channel that I do, you know how I like talking about like whatever stupid stories that I find remotely interesting, where I feel like that people would like to, talk about. So, the problem with this channel is that if I edit videos, even though my editing, according to my friend's son, my editing is very simple. He's like, "Oh, dude, yeah, your editing is very simple." I'm like, and I didn't take offense to it. I was like, "Yeah, I know. That's kind of why it's designed like that. I want simple editing. I don't want anything complex because it takes me longer, and I don't want to bother to learn." And some stories that I want to do on this channel is like, dude, like I swear to God, sometimes, if it takes me like 2 hours to edit a video, that's like crazy to me. But I don't know if I'm gonna do the video. But I was just looking at an article. So, if does anybody know who David Banda is? David Banda? Well, I never heard of him, but according to Google, he is Madonna's adopted African son. And if you guys remember somewhat, she had adopted, I don't know, she's weird. So she adopted this kid like he was 3 or 4 years old in 2006. Well, now he's like 20 something years old. I don't know. So David Banda, Madonna's adopted son, I guess he's a guitarist and a singer. I listened to some of his, it's like very, very little bit. So he is a legit guitarist. He's not like Eddie Van Halen, but he is a guitarist that could probably. I don't know if he can get session work. I wouldn't say he's that. I don't think he's good enough to where he can make a living being a guitarist. But I'm not the greatest judge of guitar skills. But he's a fully functioning guitarist because he's Madonna's son. I'm sure somebody would hire him for work. But this dude, I guess he posted on his Instagram that he was giving guitar lessons from September 8th to the 28th, which I guess I've already missed out. And he's charging like $5,000. Long story short with this guy, because I didn't really get too far into the story because I don't have time. He's lit. Okay, so if you look up pictures of him, he looks really gay, which is totally fine. It's okay to be gay because I've been told that for the last 15 years. So apparently he likes to look really gay, but he has a girlfriend, so he's straight. But then again, when you're the son of Madonna, who the hell knows? And I can't quote verbatim what he said on his Instagram, but basically from what I gather, he moved out of his mom's house, and he's a struggling artist. He's struggling, right? So he's like, oh, I don't, some nights I go to sleep hungry because I don't have money for food, right? He's one of those weirdos. So I guess like when he moved out of his mom's house, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my own apartment. And Madonna, I don't know how much she's worth, but it's, guys, don't forget, Madonna was insanely popular in the early, mid, and late 80s and the early, mid, and late 90s and early 2000s. She has been a very, very insanely successful artist for at least 20 years, from 1982 to 2002, somewhere around there. And she's made a lot of money. She was an insanely popular artist when people, singers were making insane amounts of money for record and CD sales and all that stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if she's worth about $300 million. I mean, if George Michael was worth about $300 million when he died, she's got to be worth at least 600. Somebody below, let me know what the. Well, let me see what she's worth. Let me just look up really quick what she's worth. Let's see. Madonna net worth. Okay, so I gotta turn my Wi-Fi on. I had to break down and get like mobile internet because sometimes the phone internet is not good. So it has come in handy a couple times. I do. Oh wow, I was way off. Okay, well, okay. This one says 850 million. This says 1.2 billion. Okay, this one says 580. Okay, so if George Michael was worth 300 million when he died, she's easily double. Let's just say that. Let's just say she has $600 million. She's got $600 million, and her son is like starving to death at night because he can't afford food. That's totally cute. That's very adorable how he's pretending that he's somebody he's not. Whatever. I would do the video and talk about it, but then I'd have to like download video of him performing with his mom. And then, yeah, it's just not worth it. I don't have time. If I had an editor, then I could do stuff like that, but I don't. So, and the story won't be out because then it's going to take me an hour and a half to edit that video. And yeah, it's only an hour and a half. That's nothing. Because some YouTubers, it takes like 2 or 3 days to edit a video. But when you have 35 videos waiting to be edited, it's like, okay, do I really want to edit this video, or do I just want to work on at-large stuff, which, 9.5%, no, 9.5, wait, 95%, sorry guys, I've been drinking, mind me, 95% of the time it's going to be at large. Now, Sometimes that does regress and it goes back to Lamont on the Run. And I would love to, my goal is on Lamont on the Run. I would love to have 200,000 subscribers. I would love it. And I don't want the subscribers from the main channel. I want like to get them on my own. That's why I don't like shouting it out, because then honestly, also, I mean, if they discover it, I don't mind, but I don't want to write off the coattails of the other channel. And one thing that does piss me off about this channel is that when I do a video and it gets more views than it would have got on Lamont at Large, that pisses me off. Not pisses me off where I'm angry. I'm like, I don't want people to look at my videos. No, it's not like that. But I'm just like, man, I went to the location and I only got like 30,000 views, and I just walked around Walmart and I got 60,000. I can't stand that. That gets on my nerves. I was pretty close to shelving this channel about 3 months ago when I seen it. I'm like, man, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be doing this, like walking around like, oh, hey, I'm lazy. I want to go to the location. That's kind of what I do. So, whatever. Just a little bit of insight in my psyche. Anyways, so David Banda, should I do the video? Okay, if I do the video, if I edit it, I know. I feel I should at least throw 1 or 2 videos of him playing the guitar with his mom. While, like, she takes like a break from her stupid concert, and, he plays his guitar or whatever. So, I don't know. Watching from the Philippines. Hell yeah. Roger on Film, what is up? Lupus Juice, that's a pretty weird name. Miss Martina, what's going on? Yeah. I never remember which channel of Lamont I'm allowed to be controversial on. That's funny. And I think a lot of people, yeah, that's another thing that kind of gets on my nerves, because I think everybody should be able to say what they want, and Kel being the moderator, I did tell her like look, if it gets like too political, or it's just ban them on Lamont at Large. So this is the channel you can say whatever the hell you want. Lamont at Large, I just don't want to turn that into, I don't want to turn that into like some kind of mini cesspool, because I've done a few videos where like it got more views than I wanted it to, and they're like, yeah, Donald Trump MAGA, and I'm like, I don't care what they say. I'm like, yeah, cool. But I'm like, it's like I could easily see Lamont at Large turning, like, honestly, I could see it easily turning into like the Hodge twins on location. And I'm just like, I don't really want to be going down this rabbit hole. Great, good views could be great. But, listen, and I like the Hodge twins. The only issue I have with their channel is, like, if you look at the Hodge twins, because I've watched them on and off for like 10 years, and, you can easily look at their channel, and when they talk about some, a black female like wigging out or getting ratchet, like, their views are a lot better than if it's like a white woman who, farted in a movie theater and shot and killed 7 people, whatever. And I don't want to, I never want the channel to be too on a certain subject. I don't want it to be too where I'm like, where my subjects are any particular race. I don't want famous graves up the yin yang. I don't want like, murders that have been told over and over and over again. I like it the way it is, where it's just like, okay, it's just like an even smear of cream cheese on a bagel, something like that. And trust me, there are times I'm tempted where I'm like, let me just go full bore on this. Like, let me go full bore on this. I can't do it, because then I'll get burnt out. I'll get tired of it, and then I'll want to do like another thing. So I'm just like, okay, let me do a silly video. I mean, I'm not talking about the main channel, but like, Lamont on the Run. Let me do like a silly video to kind of get away from the whole dark and dreary, gloomy. Excuse me, not gloomy, not grooming anybody. I swear to God, gloomy. I'm not P Diddy. Settle down. That's another topic for discussion. That by the way, that was another video I was supposed to do, but I forgot. Talking about, not really talking about P Diddy, but talking about something else. And by the way, I'm gonna have to, man. I don't know. Like, I probably know the less of most of you in here about that whole P. Diddy thing. I don't know. Like, is it true that he's had sex with gay guys? Because if he has, I don't care. Like, honestly, like I don't care if people are gay. Like I don't give a crap. It's like it's annoying if you're like like if you're gay, I don't care. Um, if I see you being gay, I don't care. If you need to tell me that you're gay, that's when I start getting annoyed. I'm just like, you know, I'm not telling you that I'm straight. I'm not telling you that I'm into a certain kink, which I'm not. But saying, what if I was? What if I was into a kink? What if my kink was S&M, whatever. I'm not gonna throw in your face. Oh, I like to be whipped. Like, who cares? Like, I don't really care what you like. Just keep your kink away from me. Like, I don't. I might have a child walking down the street. By the way, can I get some chapstick, please? Like, my lips. I ate half a bag of pretzels, and my lips are like chapped. Ugh. I know I have like 5 things of chapstick somewhere, and I just can never really seem to keep a bottle of chapstick anywhere. So whatever. But then I guess I don't need it now, do I? No, I don't know. Chapstick anywhere? I guess this will work. This is a Carmex tube, I think. Okay. Well, it's an emergency, so sorry, guys. Look away. This is embarrassing, but my lips are chapped as hell. Ah, much better. Much better. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Carmex. By the way, I normally would have put it on my lips, but there's like some kind of fur on there. I think some kind of growth. I don't want to know what it is. I think it was on my jacket or something like that. So I didn't want to put it on my lips, and then I have like a bunch of hairs, like fibers, and then I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? Let's talk about stuff. I'm being silly. I'm sorry. It's silly night for Lamont here, so I'm being silly in my trailer. Anyways, um, what else is there to talk about? Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. You guys say something in here. Say something, anything. I don't know. I guess you guys are kind of like talking to each other. Uh, so I guess I'll just keep on going. Mothman is in the building. Grover Cleveland. I'll be visiting his grave sometime next week. Yeah. You're watching me for a couple of years? Oh, stick around. I'm sure I will offend you somehow. I'm glad to have you aboard. Miss Martini with the $5 super chat. Well, thank you very much. Bang, boom, pow. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Blue Quadrifoglio. I just watched the Delphi murder video. I spelled that wrong. It's okay. Not everybody is the best of speller. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Delphi, I don't know nothing about it. I felt weird doing the video because I'm just like, I don't like. I went with my friend to go do the video, and she's into like true crime and stuff like that. But she knows like about the story, but she's more into like murders and like gruesome, horrible deaths or whatever. And I really don't know anything about that story. But I do have an interesting story. I was gonna actually vlog it really quick as I walk around showing you guys what I'm seeing, never showing my face on this channel. Is that I actually had an interaction with Richard Allen's wife, ever so briefly. I had an in-person interaction with her for about 10 seconds. Long story short, I actually did the vlog that I uploaded today. I actually did it about a year ago. And the reason why, actually, I've done like two videos and I never uploaded them because it's hard. I just didn't want to upload them because they were just, I'm just like, like, this isn't interesting. It's like a stupid video. I'm just like, whatever. So I never uploaded them. But I did everything I did in this video and the last video. And the only thing was, I went to his house and I went with my friend again because she likes going to this little stupid restaurant in Delphi. I don't know the name of it, but they're really well they're pretty well known in that region of Indiana for their bread. So they make these chicken salad sandwiches. And they are good. Like if you're ever in Delphi and there's like that little street, there's like a little downtown, there's like only one cafe. Go check that place out. Their food is not that great. I mean, it's okay. It's whatever. It's not bad. It's just not that great. But their bread and their cookies are really good. So we were driving the last time. So I was there last December, and I was only there because it wasn't crazy cold, and I was on my way back to Indiana. So I stopped there for a day or two, and she was like, "Hey, you want to go uh, to Delphi?" She really wants to go to the dang cafe. She doesn't care about Delphi because she's already read it, and she's like, whatever. She goes, "I want to go to the cafe." And I'm like, all right, cool. So we drive north, and so we did the bridge, we did the video, blah, blah, yada, yada. So I said, hey, drive me to Richard Allen's house. So it's at that day, it's not cold. It's like 50 degrees. It's cool. So I said, let me jump out real quick. I'm just going to take some B-roll video. B-roll video means that like as you're talking on a video, you see like a video of something else that's called B-roll. I learned that from Mobile Instinct. I didn't even know what B-roll is. So I just basically, when I do B-roll video, which I do need to do a lot more of, it's just something that I don't, there's certain things on videos on the other channel that I want to do. I need to start doing more voiceover stuff, more B-roll stuff. Anyway, so I get out and I'm taking a B-roll of the house, and there's a for sale sign. Mind you, this for sale sign came up in front of the property just as the news came out that he on a recorded jailhouse telephone call confessed in so many words. We didn't know what he said, but basically it alluded to him being responsible for the crime. He was talking to his wife on the phone. Whatever. Who the hell knows what he really said? So I'm in front of the house. I'm getting B-roll. All I want is the for sale sign and the house and then the front door. And I'm just going to say in the video, like, all right, so I stop really quick in front of Richard Allen's house. There's a for sale sign, which is indicative of him just, talking on the phone and saying like he killed it. And as I was going, the front door opens and this middle-aged white woman, maybe, I don't know, maybe 45, 50, she opens the door and I said, like, I didn't freeze like that. I mean, I'm pretty cool under pressure. And it went, phew. I said, oh, hey, sorry to bother you. I said, I seen this house for sale. I'm taking a quick video of it for my real estate friend. Whatever the hell. I said, are you I don't know why I asked her this. I said, are you the resident agent? I don't even know what the hell a resident agent is. I'm homeless. I live in a trailer. What the hell is a resident agent? I think I've seen that name somewhere. And she was in her bathrobe. This was so stupid. I'm like, oh my gosh, she thinks I'm a creep. She thinks I'm a creep. Not like a creep like that in the other video, which is a whole nother story. But, I really I did not want her to, listen, you guys could say whatever the hell you want. Oh, she knew that he was the killer. Whatever the hell you want to say. I don't want to make her any more uncomfortable in her own home than some creep from YouTube, homeless creep that has a fascination with graveyards and death, going to her house and her thinking that I'm like trying to, do some First Amendment auditor douchebag stuff. So I said that, and she was nice. She was like, oh, and I said, I'm sorry. I said, I don't mean to bother you. I said, I'm going to leave now. I'll call the number on the sign. You have a good day. And I just left. I just left. I said, I don't want to do that. So, but I would have used a video because I was recording, but I lost the video. I think I deleted it because, I mean, it wasn't like I was like, oh, hey, are you the resident? No, I didn't do that. No, I was just like, I don't know, so whatever. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. So, guys, remember, guys, no politics. This is a no politics channel, guys. We're all friends. No politics. Come on, Kel. I thought that was your rule, right? Come to Australia. Some interesting murders to video. Let me tell you, my friend. Let me tell you, my friend. Let me tell you, my friend. I would love to come to Australia, and I will come to Australia one day. I promise. And when I get there, I'm staying there for about a month or two. I'm not doing no crazy transnational, whatever the hell that word is, trip. You know, my goal is by next April to have gone to another country. I'm not in a rush. England, I still plan on going to England. I think it's just going to be in the fall next year. That's still the plan. Let me tell you, when I get my feet wet on the international traveling, I'm not going to listen, I'm not going to be traveling like crazy all over the planet. I'm not trying to do all that. But I am. No, I want to travel. Dude, some guy, check this out. I don't know what channel it was. He wasn't a YouTuber. I think it was like a company that does videos. They did the most interesting 10-minute video about this city in Africa. And I was like, wow, it was only 10 minutes and it was fantastic. And the reason why it was fantastic was because it was short, it was to the point, and I wish it was a little bit longer, or a part two. It was like 10-minute video. I'm like, this video should have been 20 minutes for sure. It was just about a town it was about a city on the coast of some country in Africa, and I want to go there. I want to see these people. I want to meet these people. I want to eat their crappy food. I want to get explosive diarrhea, get stomach cramps, get some kind of horrible disease, be sick for a week, puking and throwing up all over my hospital room that I paid for with my own money. I mean, I want to experience it. Like, I want to eat the street food. I'm not sure if I want to eat like monkey brains or, bat testicles or whatever kind of nonsense they eat. But, to them, that's what they eat. They eat, other disgusting things and that I would like to say, but I can't say on this channel. It'd be kind of funny if I said it, but I'm going to watch my tongue. It involved a certain animal and parts that only certain people have. I'm not going to say that, but you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. No, I want to do that. So next spring, like my boy, we already talked and so we were actually technically supposed to go in, when I was in LA, we were supposed to go in July down to like he wants to go to any country that's okay, my buddy wants to go to any country that's not, by the way, if you guys really need to know who I'm speaking about, if you go on my channel, if you go to the video where I did a review at this Hawaiian restaurant in Las Vegas, I was with Messy Mike and Dave, the tall dude with the glasses. That's him. That's the dude that wants to go. I've known him since he was a little kid. That's my brother from another mother's little brother, and we're pretty tight. And he just got his passport last year. And so I'm like, he's kind of like me, sort of in a way, where he's he's a little antisocial. He's had some, drama in his life, and he's, so he wasn't able to really kind of do what he wanted to do. But now, since for the last 8-9 months, he could do whatever the hell he wants. He doesn't have any kids or he doesn't have a girlfriend. He can do whatever he wants. So we were just talking and I hit him up and I said, hey, listen, I said, where do you want to go? And, he has a job, It's not like he can take off for 3 weeks, but he could take off for I think he was aiming for 5 days. He's 5 days. And I'm just like, look, bro. I said, if we go somewhere, you know, like let's try to shoot for like 6. You know, because 5 days is like you get down, you're tired. You know, 3 days you're winding down. Like we gotta like so. I gotta work with him on the 6, even if I have to like whatever. And so I was like, where do you want to go? He says, let me take a swig. He says, okay, you know, if it's only going to be like 5 days, I can't be like, you know, going to, you know, Africa because, you know, it's 24 hours on the plane, 24 hours back. It's like, you know, whatever. So I said, okay. So we both agreed that we would go down south. We both do not want to go to Mexico. Uh, you know, no offense to my Mexican brethren in the chat or my Mexican born brethren in the chat. We're not doing Mexico. We're just not going to do it. I don't care what you guys say, talking about, oh, yeah, I go to my uncle's house in Guadalajara all the time. It's all good. Yeah, okay. You're not going to see my head on a plato, on a plamo or whatever the hell. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not going to Mexico, okay? As far as I'm concerned, Mexico is as dangerous as Honduras, not nearly as dangerous as Guatemala or El Salvador, from what I've seen. But I don't know because I've never been there. We're not going to Mexico. I don't think I'll ever go to Mexico. And let me tell you, that sucks because I do want to go to Mexico. Uh, Mexican people, for the most part, are friendly. Now, I know we have the whole like immigration issue, which is mostly, you know, mostly Mexican because they're right next to us and we let them in and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. This isn't the channel or the time to have that discussion. But, you know, I'm from Los Angeles. So I've been around Mexicans, legal and illegal, all my life. That's you know, up until I was about 21, that's all I really ever knew. And for the most part, the Mexicans that are from Mexico, they're good. They're not gonna mess with you. I mean, yeah, no, you have guys that rape. You know, you have guys that kill. But those aren't the guys joining gangs and doing drive-bys. It's their kids that they had in the United States. Those losers, they're the ones doing that. By the way, no offense if there's any Serranos or Southsiders in there. I don't mean to call you guys losers because I do want to start interviewing you guys and maybe doing a hood vlog or tour here and there. So I'm sorry, guys. You know, it's not like I called you the other word that the North Indians call you. So I probably want to delete this after I'm done. But anyways, they're cool. Like you know, you got your bad guys, you got your good guys, but for the most part, I've never ever had any like let me tell you something. You could be whatever race you want to be. You move to LA and the one of the last people that are going to do anything to you is like like a paisa or like a Mexican, like a dude from Mexico. They're not the ones robbing you. Trust me. You know, we kind of know who's going to do that, but they're not going to do that. They you know, whatever. So I've never, I've, I've never, never, I don't recall ever having a problem with a Mexican dude from like, or Mexican chick or whoever from Mexico. Never, never, they've never, nothing. Getting back to the other subject or the sub subject. So, so we haven't decided on a country, but we're thinking about this. We're thinking about, okay, El Salvador, Guatemala. Those two, they're on the table. We both said no on Honduras. You know, hey, if I was guaranteed my safety, I would totally go to Mexico and Honduras, but we're not. So okay, so we got El Salvador, Guatemala, Belize. Like we're like nah. Colombia, yes, we're like okay, we'll consider Colombia for sure. Those are the three. I think those are going to be the three that you know. I think personally, I wouldn't go any more past that because I think those are one of the three countries that we're going to go to. Because Colombia is like 6 or 7 hour flight, so that's easy. That's the longest. We'll see what happens, and you know, I would have plenty of content in any of those three countries. Not for Lamont at large. That wouldn't be a Lamont at large trip. I mean, I would make videos and totally. I mean, if we like plan the trip, buy the tickets, book the hotels, I will try to get some kind of contact, because I would need to hire somebody, to basically be the tour guide. And I'm sure there's companies where they have people staff that do the whole, the tour thing. So we'll see how that works out. And I told him, I said, listen, I said if money is a thing, I said I got your back. Don't worry about it. I said you can pay me back later. I said don't worry about it. I said don't let that stop you. And with him, it's not a money thing. It's just like well, I think it was a money thing because I think he bought a bunch of stuff. So I think he probably bought like some furniture or something like that. So I don't know. So let's see what happens. And I will say that in the course of my life, before I leave this planet, I don't want to leave this planet without going to China, Thailand, the Philippines, Russia, Australia, England. I want to say Brazil, man, but Brazil is like really, it seems like it's really bad. So I will have to put that on the back burner. Not crazy into Japan. So not Japan, but maybe South Korea. India would be on the one. Yeah, no, I want to go to those countries. I want to check out India. I want to go to India and get the worst stomach cramp, like, to the point where it's like I would rather be giving birth to a child. Does anybody watch those Indian the food when they like when they make stuff with their hands and it's really gross and disgusting? What's that guy's name? Spade 7, who started clowning on the Indian people for like being gross and disgusting and making food with their hands and not washing their hands. It's so funny how one guy with shorts totally I don't think people realize this. I would like to interview this guy because he's pretty funny. One guy on YouTube with YouTube Shorts has changed the narrative on how Americans look upon people in foreign countries when it comes to like cooking and street food. Because let's be honest, like it's really disgusting. Like and I've thought this way for a long time. I'll still eat their food. It looks gross. It just looks disgusting. Listen, you being poor in a third world country, I know it's a little bit more difficult to be clean and to have cleanliness. India, I really can't say or talk about how their country is because they have like a very terrible caste system. Very racist country. And I'm not talking about racist against other people, racist against their own selves, their own kind. I mean, in India, like if you're a dark-skinned Indian, like you're screwed. It's really bad there. And light-skinned Indians are like looked upon as like some kind of deity or deity, whatever that word is. They're crazy over there. Like you're both weird. Just stop. Like you both worship an elephant with 25 legs. Just stop. Okay. Listen, stop arguing about who's lighter and who has the more bushier mustache. Just give me my cat salad. Okay, I gotta go. All right, I ain't got time for this nonsense. Anyways, Renee B, what's going on? How we doing? Why is my nose stuffed up all of a sudden? It's not like I've been doing drugs all night. You've been watching me about 3 weeks, Hilda. Okay, Hilda's been watching me for 3 weeks. Well, I hope you stick around for another 3 weeks because that'll be about the right time where I probably offend you by something that I say. $10 super chat from Miss Martini. Wow, big baller. Scorby and Grubs podcast. Yeah, we're supposed to be doing one. I will not say who I'm supposed to be doing one with, but yeah, no, there is supposed to be one. I'm waiting on the other person to get whatever there is to do something or whatever. So, Pamela, woo! You're looking good. You have lost weight. I have lost 50 pounds since May. 50 pounds since May. Well, first of all, thank you very much. I don't think I've lost too much weight. I think it's been very, 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 very slow. I'm actually going to try, which will probably fail, to ratchet it up starting next month. But wow, so you lost 50 pounds and you got 40 more to go. What are you gonna lose weight and go down to negative 10 pounds? That's crazy. It's crazy. But congratulations on that. It's not easy to lose weight. And listen, I don't care. I'm not calling you out on this. I just want to bring this up really quickly. I'm not calling you out on this. I'm not. I'm just saying we're talking about weight loss. What's the deal with this Ozempic stuff? Hey, does anybody have any? Hey, does anybody have any of that Ozempic? Hey, I want some. No, I'm serious. I'll take some. Can I? No, I'm dead serious. Can I get some Ozempic? I mean, for God's sake, I want some Ozempic. I heard that it's very expensive, and basically you can only get it if you're a diabetic. So if anybody out there is a little bit heavy, if you want Ozempic, you better start wolfing down those almond joys because that's the only way you're going to get it is if you have high blood pressure. Excuse me, high blood sugar. You ever been to Tuhanga, California? Cemetery got floored in the 1960s. Coffin sludged down Foothill Boulevard. Okay. Well, I want to screenshot that. So hold on, let me screenshot it. Okay, cool. I screenshotted your comment. It'll be collected with my other screenshots, and then I will, with my notebook, go through my screenshots and write that down in my California folder. I've been to Tuhanga, California. Tuhanga, California is, for anybody that does not know, Tahanga is about, what is it, 30, if there was no traffic from downtown LA, what is it, 30 minutes northeast? Tahanga is like the last. So if you want to, so like if you live in Los Angeles and like let's say you work in Los Angeles, you have a business. If you want to live in a city or a town where you don't want to be reminded that you live in Southern California, I would say Tahanga would be that is Simi Valley would be the number one place to live at if you don't want to be reminded that you live in LA County. Tahanga is very, I would say it's like, it kind of reminds me of Joshua Tree, which is like way on the opposite side of Southern California. It's like Bullhead City, Arizona. It kind of has that kind of vibe. Las Vegas, Nevada, probably how I would imagine it was in the 70s. So there is still pockets of Southern California that, if for anybody out there that does not, go to Southern California a lot, there's still plenty of places that if you go to, you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm in California. Yeah, Tahanga is one of them. You got Tahanga, you have Irvine, you have Oceanside, you have Joshua Tree, 29 Palms, that area right there. Even Bakersfield, certain parts of Bakersfield. If you go to Bakersfield, it's like a very, let's just say, let's just say that I used to like to go to Bakersfield to get the heck away from LA. Another one is Santa Barbara, Ventura County. Yeah, that's yeah. LA is the only crap hole in Southern California, really. Very, very sad. Have I ever been to Abraham Lincoln's grave? It was during COVID and it wasn't open, so I went to the structure, but I didn't go downstairs into the and I don't probably think I don't know if I'll ever do a video there because I mean I'm sure I will. I guess I will. Yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, no, I have been there. I was thinking to myself, I said it'd be cool if I did like all the past presidents' graves, which I will do as I go. I will try to vlog every president's grave, whether it's their own video or a video that's included in a Faces in Death. Like for instance, in the next 2 weeks, I'll be back in Cleveland, and I'll be doing a vlog. In case you guys, I'm sure like at least 5 of you were in the live when I was on my the other graveyard channel, and I was at Lakeview Cemetery in Cleveland. And I'm gonna do a Faces in Death there. We're gonna, I'll have a special guest with me, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if they're up to it. And Lakeview Cemetery is a magnificent. If you like old monuments and stones and stuff like that, yeah, Lakeview in Cleveland is very historic. I believe Grover Cleveland. Don't quote me. One president's there. I think it's Grover Cleveland. Why is my nose stuffed up all of a sudden? I don't know. I don't get it. Is there something in here that I'm allergic to? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we will be doing that video, and yeah, I look forward to doing that video for sure, for sure. So we'll see what happens. Well, it was. Why didn't I become a comedian? I don't think I'm funny. I just I think I don't think I'm funny. I'm not a comedian. I don't know. I just say things that people think is funny sometimes, but I don't have the confidence to be a comedian. Because if I get up and stand up, I'm like, "Hey guys, you want to hear a funny joke?" I'm like, blah 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 blah, and they're like, "Boo, you're racist! Boo, boo, boo! Get off the stage! You're homeless! You smell like pee!" Yeah, I'm like, my bottom lip will start quivering. I'll be one of those guys. Anne Nikolic. Is that Nikolic? Is it Nikolic? Nikolic? I'm not really sure. Fugitive recovery agent. What is going on? Damn, are you a bail bondsman enforcer person or something like that? I have no idea. But yeah. So, anyways, definitely not looking forward to these insanely long plane rides. Even like I don't dread, like I kind of dread in terms of length being on a, like when I fly, I'm just like, oh my god, if I'm flying from like the East Coast, like, and it's going like past Kansas, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna, because like when you fly going west, like the plane's slower because the winds over the planet are hitting the plane, so your flight, it goes a little bit slower. Like if you're going east, it's way easier. It's like, oh my god, like I think the trip from LA to New York is like 1 hour less than from New York to LA because of that. So I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to be on a plane for 7 hours. Oh my god, this guy, I was supposed to actually do a vlog about this. I totally forgot. Oh my god, this guy, it's amazing. I don't care what race you are. I just don't care. I don't care what race you are, what ethnicity, what religion. It's amazing how you could be a 50-year-old man and you still are a moron. You're 50. You are 50. You're 50 years old. This idiot, I'm on a plane. I flew from LA, landed in Chicago, right? So all the gangbangers, they got off the plane. So I transferred plane, and my next plane is flying out of Chicago, and we're going to Cincinnati. It's a 1 hour and 15-minute flight. So the flight had, they announced it. They're like, okay, we have 60 empty seats, so it's just letting you guys know as this plane's not packed. So I sit down by the window. So this white guy, probably about 50 years old, he sits not next to me, but the seat over. I'm minding my own business. I'm doing my thug thizzle. This dude, he starts like eating this nonsense. Like you ever see like the bowls that they sell at some weird Asian market, and it's like some animal that used to have life. An animal that you would probably see dead on the side of the road because it got hit by a car. Whatever this animal used to be. So this guy's eating this, right? And I don't care. If you're hungry, go eat. I still, to this day, on my deathbed, I'll have like my hands will be on my chest, and someone will put a rose between my fingers, and if I have any conscious thought, I will still remember this clown. This dude eats whatever godforsaken congealed blob of just whatever calories. This guy, empty bowl, right? Empty bowl, empty bowl. This dude puts it on the seat between us. And it's okay. And at first I'm like, okay, this guy is going to put his trash, because this is what it is now. He's putting his trash next to me. So I said to myself, I said, I think this guy is like waiting until a stewardess passes the aisle and he's going to say, "Hey, excuse me, do you have a trash bag so I can put my trash in there?" The first stewardess passes, nothing. He doesn't say anything. He's on his phone. There's trash next to me. This guy's on his phone, like, boop, 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 boop. Plane takes off. Boop, 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 boop. The trash is still next to me. I am beyond agitated. So we're flying. It's already been 20 minutes. This trash, he has like a couple different receptacles or receptacles, whatever. Next to me, he put the trash next to me. Okay, so I said, so it's like, so now it's like 30 minutes into the flight, and now, granted, the flight's only an hour and 15 minutes, so I still got another 45 minutes, which is, it shouldn't be no problem, except that it's apparent to me that this guy thinks it's okay to put his trash next to me. So finally, I looked at him and I said, "Do you normally put your trash next to other people when you fly? Is that a normal thing that you do? Do you think that, like, I want to be sitting next to the trash that you ate, whatever food you ate from? Do you think this is okay?" I forgot what he said, but the trash was gone in about 30 seconds. So as soon as the stewardess, like, he called him and he's like, "Hey, do you have a trash bag?" I can't believe I had to tell a grown man, like, dude, if we were in prison, I would have stabbed you in the neck 17 times. Like, what is wrong with you? He'll never do that again. He'll never do that ever again. And I'm just like, like, I have a rule, and you guys have heard me say this many times. I'm never going to speak to a man or to a woman. Let me back up. I don't speak to a woman what I'm not going to say to a man. So if that were a woman, I probably would have, like, I don't know, because I don't like to approach women in public, because it's like, I don't want to be like a weirdo. I don't think, but a woman wouldn't do that. But this slob who is sitting next to me, who is a slob, I'm like, I'm a slob. Maybe I'm not a slob, but I'm messy. I'm like, I'm messy, but I wouldn't do that. Because I've been to jail. So I know better. I've been to jail. Like, I've never been to prison, but I've been to jail. And I've been in jail long enough how it works. And in jail, he would have got beat up. If we were in LA County jail and he did that, he would have got beat up. They would have took him in the back and beat him up for like 13 seconds or whatever they do. It's just nonsense. It's like, what an idiot. I was supposed to do an entire vlog about this, because, like, that was the weirdest trip from an airport from Chicago. That was like the weirdest, because a series of events happened, and I don't remember what else I was going to talk about. Oh, man. Well, this wasn't really interesting. There was a black woman. She was attractive, dressed inappropriately for an airport. If I were her boyfriend, she wouldn't be wearing that, because I'd be like, can you, like, put some clothes on? But she thought it was okay, and nobody said anything to her, which, okay, that wasn't important. I just thought it was interesting. Whatever. You just how you want to dress. So I get off the plane, and by the way, guys, if you hear this in a future video, and if I repeat it, hey, it's my, in 6 months, hey, it's my, that's, hey, just skip the video or watch something else, whatever, or listen to it over again. So I get off the plane and I touch down in the CNG, which is the airport, Cincinnati Airport, which is technically in northern Kentucky. So I get off the plane and this was kind of funny. So this is a segue. This is funny. I order my lift, or I'm waiting for the lift. So there was like a black girl, like, black woman, like 20 years old, and she's like with her friend, and they're just like talking about something. And this white woman goes to them and says, "Well, what do you want to look up?" And the black girl's like, and I said, "Oh crap, let's see what happens here. This is interesting." And I was like waiting because I'm like, this white woman just like she's the one that got the attitude. Usually in social media it's like the black girl that gets the attitude with the black girl, or the black girl that gets the attitude with another, like with a white girl. And I was like, I wonder what she's gonna do. And she didn't do anything. She was just like, what the hell? Like, she just thought she was crazy. So I was like, oh, okay, that was interesting. I was hoping for violence and bloodshed, but whatever. But that's not that. So this story's gonna end. So I said, okay, well, maybe next time she'll slash her in the face with a razor. Who knows? So I get my Lyft. By the way, I don't know if you guys take Lyft or Uber often. I don't, but I've noticed over the years, Lyft, and I don't blame them. This is not a complaint. This is simply an observation. I took an Uber one time. I normally take Lyft. I've noticed over the last like 6 years that I've taken Lyft, the cars have gotten dirtier, more broken down, and the drivers have gotten less and less and less English speaking. Hey, I don't care. Just get me from A to B. Don't kill me. That's it. I don't know if you guys take, again, if I take 10 lifts, 7 or 8 are foreigners, and 2 or 3 of them do not speak English. I've had, like, when I was in Florida, I had 2 Lyft drivers did not speak any English. I'm not talking about like they can't have a conversation. I'm talking about they don't speak English. I said, hot damn, because I asked one of them a question. He said, I said, oh, never mind, brother, never mind. I don't care, whatever. I don't need to talk to you. So when I got into the car, this guy was American, and he was, had a crappy car, beat up, dirty, small. Okay, cool. I don't give a crap. Let's go. I'm not fancy. I ain't nobody. Whatever. So as soon as I get into the car, it starts raining, like pouring, like raining really, really hard. We get in the car. I'm not trying to start a conversation with them. If they want to ask me questions, cool. If not, that's totally fine. I'm going to be the best passenger you've ever had if you're an Uber driver or Lyft. Like, I'm the best because I shut up. If you want to start a conversation, I'll talk your freaking ear off for the entire ride. So he's taking me on a 19-mile drive to my storage facility so I can get my house. So we're driving, and mind you guys, it's raining very good. I'm not going to say it was pouring, but if from a 1 to 10, it's a 7. It's raining pretty good. This guy gets into the fast lane and starts, steps on the gas, and he's doing about 75 miles an hour. When I drive when it's raining, like, I do about 60, a little under 60, probably, if it's raining and it has fog or whatever, then I'll do 55. I'm a very conservative driver. I don't drive fast, never. So I noticed with his engine, because I'm on my phone, I'm like, why is this guy in the fast lane? It's raining. That's my first thought. So this dude is passing cars. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to give this guy, because like I said, I have another saying. I'll give you rope to hang yourself. Like I'll give you plenty of rope. I'm not the kind of guy. I'm like, hey. I don't do that. I don't complain unless I'm making a video and I ate something bad. So about 3 miles, 4 miles in. So it's already been. I kind of bit my lip. So excuse me. So I I've been in his car for now 5 minutes. This dude is doing 75 miles an hour. And I'm talking to myself, and I said, man, like I've never, ever in my life ever have complained about somebody's driving when I'm in an Uber or a Lyft or whatever. Finally, I said, bro, do you really feel the need to drive 75 freaking miles an hour in the fast lane when it's raining this hard? And he said, oh, I'm sorry, I'll slow down. I said, dude, let me tell you something. And this is when like you're older than somebody, you're 15 years older than somebody, so you got to drop some science. I said, listen, bro, I know you got a job and you get paid not by the hour, but by the ride and your mileage. I said, listen, man, I said, you don't know this, but we're hydroplaning right now. I said, I can feel your car leaving the road. I said, you're hydroplaning. We're gonna. I didn't cuss. I don't think I cussed. I was pissed. I was pretty pissed. I said, bro, we're like hydroplaning. Slow down. I'm not concerned about where you got to be at. I'm concerned about getting to my destination safely. Slow down, dude. And that's all I said. And the ride was quiet for about 2 minutes. And I said, man, listen, bro, like your driving's good now. I said, bro, I said, man, when it's raining like this, bro, bro, you're not gonna make much more money by dropping me off 3 minutes earlier. I said, just chill, man. Like that, I said, that's how you die. And I got into a little bit more talking about whatever. I said, that's how you die, bro. That's how you kill yourself. Is like you drive too fast for the conditions, and next thing you know, your head, and I've seen plenty of these videos that were sent to me, your head is over there and your body is like over there. So just calm down. And in case anybody's wondering, no, I did not report him. I did not rate him though. I didn't give him a 1 star, but I did not rate him. And I still tipped him. And we ended up, we had a good conversation towards the end. And when it was done, I said, hey, bro, I said, you're good, man. I said, I'm not going to rate you bad. I said, man, but please, man, if it's raining like that, bro, I said, like, don't be driving that fast, man, because people will give you like a 1 star. I'm not going to give you like 1 star. I'm not going to give you any star because you suck as a driver. You always kill me. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be a viral video. Not that I would be a viral video, but listen, let me just say this. I'm not trying to be on somebody else, some goofball's channel, showing my grave. It ain't happening. So, Mr. Rizbula with the $1 super chat. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Allison Wilkinson. Hey, Allison Wilkinson. I love saying your name. With the Aussie 14.99, perverts with purpose are back. I'm diabetic and Ozempic is bleep. It makes you very unwell. You lived in LA and have been San Bernardino, so you have basically been to Mexico. LOL. To tell you the truth, I don't know if you've ever been to Southern California, but if you ever want to get to Mexico and you don't want to go to Mexico, San Bernardino is a good choice. But honestly, your better choice is to go to East Los Angeles. That's Mexico. Go to East LA. East LA. That's any city I've ever been in the country. East LA, like that's where people don't speak English, and you're like, dang. But San Bernardino is not like San Bernardino is more like LA. But thank you for the super chat, Allison Wilkinson. Ozempic is bleep, is it? But you lost weight, I'm imagining. Anyways. Cindy Fields, what's up? How are you doing? I'm seeing some trolls getting slayed. That's very good. That's what I want. I want them to get slayed. From Cleveland, I've dropped down in your lives over the years. Just want to say, be careful, please. My try for reals. My try or me tree? Oh, listen. Listen. You don't got to tell me. I was driving down East 93rd, and let's just say that I got a couple ideas for some videos, and they don't paint that section of Cleveland too kindly. But I know what you're saying. Yeah, Cleveland is a bad city in terms of crime, and however, some of my content that I need to film over the next month is going to be in that section of town. But I know what you're saying, and I do want to do like a Bone Thugs and Harmony, like where they're from, like East 910. Why is my nose stuffed up? I don't know. The area around Lakeview is pretty bad. So uh, Cleveland is an interesting city. I think Cleveland gets a bad rap. It's not as bad as in terms of like economically depressed. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. But yeah, it has its sections, that's for sure. But when I'm in Cleveland, I really don't stay in Cleveland. I'll stay like on the outskirts, kind of, sort of. But there is several videos that I need to do over the next for the rest of this month, going into November, towards the end of November, that are going to be in that sector. But I got a lot of other content that's kind of going to be around the surrounding areas or whatever. But thank you for the warning, and hopefully, I'll be a-okay. The word racist has been tossed around so much it's lost its meaning. Yeah, it's kind of like how you yell fire in a crowded theater. Yeah, see, that's the problem with certain words and how when you paint people as that. When you say racist, you're like, back in the day when you were like racist, everyone would stop and drop their fork and turn around. They don't do that anymore. Now it's just like, yeah, everybody's racist. It's just better to be a racist and just kind of keep it pushing. That's why sometimes in my videos, if someone says, "Oh, you're racist," I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Like, I don't really care. Like, sure, I'm racist. Cool. Like, it's just better to agree with them and keep it moving versus like if you start denying like I'm not racist, like then you keep the argument going. If you just said, "Yeah, I am," you don't have to watch my videos. You don't have to stick around. There's plenty of other content out there. I'm not terribly entertaining. I'm pretty sure you can watch a podcast with a bunch of people, looking at butts all day long. I'm pretty sure that'd be like more along the lines of what you find entertaining. So it'd be totally, totally up to you. So I don't know. Anyways, uh, it matters when you deny your other half. That's right, Take Dog. Nobody should ever deny their other half. If you are half of something and you are on YouTube and you're denying that you are half of that half, then you are a sucker and a sellout. And I don't respect that. That's for sure. I don't respect suckers and sellouts. So I agree with you. So thank you for bringing that up. Don't ever, deny your other half and half. Anyways, uh, Gogo drives for Uber Eats and eats other people's food. That's not Gogo. Do you do that? Gogo, are you the one stealing my French fries? Are Gogo? Are you the? Do you keep like the tape from McDonald's and then you undo the tape? Like, do you have like? Do you take like the hair dryer and to like undo the adhesive and then you take two French fries out just for S's and giggles? That's what I would do. If I was an Uber Eats driver, I would do that. I would. I don't know what their rules are, but if I didn't do YouTube, that would be the first. That like if YouTube disappeared, I think the first job that I would apply for is Uber Eats driver. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I don't have to. I don't have a boss per se. And I'll eat your French fries and not care. And no, and in case anybody is ordering Uber Eats, I don't do any of the drivers actually put your food in a hot warmer. I mean, maybe they do. I guess they do because you have to keep the food hot. But yeah, I'm gonna like I'm not listen. I'm not gonna like do anything weird to your food. But if you order McDonald's French fries, I'm gonna want at least two or three of them. So I might touch your French fries. I don't know. You tell me. So Major Tom from Blythefield. Come back and see me. Oh, he wants me to see him. See, here's the problem, Dave. If you would have hit, like, listen, I think I didn't I tell you last time I said send me an email and um, but I already did that. I already did that city. Now, if I did a dark side of Blytheville, I'd consider it, but I mean, I don't think you ever sent me an email. Uh, so, and plus, you might want to kill me. I don't know. What about the N word? What about it? What do you want me to do about it? Didn't Joe Rogan apologize for saying it, even though it was in context? God, Joe Rogan. By the way, Joe Rogan has said, like, before, because this clip has, been viral, that he's not going to interview Donald Trump, but it looks like he's going to. So, and he's going to interview Kamala Harris. I am not a Joe Rogan fan. I think he's absolutely boring as hell, but I will be watching both interviews if it happens. If Kamala, excuse me, not Kamala, Kamala, if Kamala Harris and Donald Trump interview with him, I will be watching both. And other than that, I don't care for Joe Rogan. I think to say that he's overrated is an absolute understatement. I absolutely, positively do not understand why people like him. Dude, it's like, if you're going to listen to podcast, he's like a vanilla ice cream cone. Like, what is it so interesting about this guy? Now, I come from a generation, I used to listen to Opie and Anthony, Howard Stern, really the only two like shock jock channels that I used to watch. Joe Rogan says nothing that's, in my opinion, remotely controversial. Like, oh, I love Joe, and people love him. People love him, and I do not understand it. I have listened to his podcast when he has certain people on there that I want to listen to. It's not a bad podcast. I just don't understand his popularity. I'm like, dude, you're not terribly interesting. But maybe that's why people like him, because he lets people talk. He's not like Vlad TV, where he's like energy. Like, dude, sometimes I like Vlad TV. Sometimes I turn him off. I'm like, bro, shut the hell up. Shut up. Dude, hey, Vlad, why don't you make a channel where you interview yourself? Because that's what you want to do. Like, sometimes I can't stand that dude. He's a good interviewer, but he's like, bothers me. But Joe Rogan, it's like, he's tofu of podcasting. He's like tofu. Like, everything that anybody says, he's like, yeah. He agrees with everybody. Like, if Kamala Harris, like, that's good. Listen, Donald Trump can go in there, and I can't see where Joe Rogan says one thing other than, like, things that he said in the past, like, Mexicans are rapists or whatever. Joe Rogan should call him out on that. He should be like, yeah, look, bro, man, what the hell are you saying? If he's a good interviewer, yeah, call him out. Cool, I'm all for it. Call him out. See what he was thinking at the time that he said that, right? But Kamala Harris, like, dude, like, how is that going to go? Like, how is that going to go? Like, I don't know. I don't see I see the Donald Trump interview going great for Donald Trump. Kamala Harris, I don't know. I don't see, other than, I mean, she just would need to keep going on softball interviewers, like light questioning. Like, don't ask her any difficult questions, because she went on Fox News and with Brett Bauer. Is it Bayer or Bauer? Brett Bauer? I think it's Brett Bauer. And, of course, listen, every interviewer with every news station, of course they're going to have their side at the end of the day. So, yeah, his questions were loaded. It was hilarious, but they weren't loaded. I mean, I mean, they were great questions, but, it's like, so tell us, how many illegal aliens do you think you let into the country? Like, do you really expect her to answer that? Like, and then she doesn't answer questions because, and most politicians don't answer questions because they're trained to like give like they give this boilerplate nonsense that they spewed it out, spouted out, you know, and rehearsed and I mean, I don't recall during that interview her actually answering one question. But then again, Brett Bauer was asking her like, so when did you notice that Joe Biden, his mental faculties were declining? And, you know, like, how is she, you know, to be fair, listen, I'm not saying it's a fair question or it wasn't a fair question, whatever. He's the interviewer. He wants to ask whatever he wants to ask. But, you know, listen, and this isn't really in her defense, but I will say, like, how are you supposed to, like, how do you answer that? Like, you know, because, you know, listen, no one told her to run for president. She's doing it. So she is open up for attack. And listen, lady, you wanna run for the most important and high pressure job in the world. You did it. And, you know, she says in interviews, oh, Joe Biden's sharp. Listen, even when he was running in 2016, there was something going on with him. And I thought that when he was on the debate, because I watched all the debates, I might not remember what they've said, but I watched how everybody did. And when I was watching Joe Biden, I said, this guy, like, he shouldn't be running, and there's something wrong with him. I don't think he's going to last very long. And boy, let me tell you, I was shocked. I was shocked when he was the nominee. I said, how the hell did that happen? I mean, granted, it was a pretty weak field on both sides. But Joe Biden, I said, how the hell did that happen? Wow. That just kind of shows you how, you know, just, after Barack Obama was a rock star. He was, he was the right color, the right look. He had the right voice. His voice wasn't too, like Barack Obama. I will say this. The only thing that was a negative on him was his name, because, Obama sounded like Osama. So people were like, But let me tell you, when Barack Obama spoke at the, what was it, the 2000 and, he spoke at something. And let me tell you, when I heard him speak, and I said, this guy is a, granted, you could disagree with him, whatever, that's totally fine. He had a presence on stage. You cannot take that away from him. And yeah, teleprompter president, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I agree with you. He reads a teleprompter, and he does it pretty good. And he does command a presence when he is talking to people. I'm not commanded by him, because to me, he's robotic in whatever he says, but I'm not trying to take that away from, he has a good voice when he's doing the whole speech thing, and he could rile people up. And he was like, everything was, I wouldn't use the word perfect, but everything like fell in with him. He was black, but he was mixed. He was black, but he was light skinned. He was black, but his haircut was deemed normal. He was black, but he had the right upbringing. He wasn't raised in the hood, but he had a single mother. He wasn't raised with his dad. So he had that part where he was like raised in Hawaii, so he's not urban. Like, he was an anomaly. I will give it to Barack Obama. Like, I don't hate him. I don't think nothing of him. If people tell me, hey, what do you think about Barack Obama? It's the same answer if somebody asks me, what do you think about Jimmy Carter? Like, I don't have an opinion about him, because I didn't like Obamacare. His heart was in the right place, implemented incorrectly. But then what is the right answer for healthcare? I hate to break it to you guys. We need healthcare in this nation. We need it. I don't know how to properly place it. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out. My first duty as president, if I were to bring healthcare in, um, I I tell you what, I would stop giving money to Ukraine and Israel, and yeah, no, nobody's getting any money. You know, I want to kind of relax on the Israel part. The only reason why I'm not as against giving money to Israel as I am to giving money to the Ukraine, and this is not a good reason, but this is just my reason. To me, when people like, let me just tell you guys this. This is my answer. I could be totally wrong. It's whatever. Um, Israel to me is Jupiter. Depending on how you feel about planets, physics, the solar system, different galaxies, theories, whatever. Uh, I need another drink. Hang on, my throat's getting a little bit. I've streamed a lot longer than I thought. So Jupiter. So Israel is Jupiter to me. The theory is that Jupiter in our solar system is responsible for us not getting hit by asteroids because the gravitational pull of Jupiter is so tremendous that asteroids coming from God knows where, in theory, that's what they say, it gets sucked into the gravitational force of Jupiter and it just swallows into this gaseous, whatever that word is, gaseous, is it gaseous or gaseous? Whatever. Ball of rock and sulfur and helium or whatever chemicals is that makes this weird looking planet up. It's a big magnet. It's a big magnet, so all the asteroids are hitting Jupiter, and it saves us from getting hit by an asteroid and ending all life on Earth. To me, Israel is Jupiter. Like, all the terrorists over there, they're like, die, Jew, die. And I'm like, okay, well, at least they're doing that over there, not over here. So, with that being said, I'm not as against giving money to Israel. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, Israel's evil. Hey, listen, man, let me tell you, I have a simple solution. And I should do a video about this. As a matter of fact, because I'm writing like ideas for, topics on my channel, I should write this. Because this live stream, I mean, not a lot of people are going to watch this. So, I'll write it down later. But here's the thing, and I've said this before. This is what you do to fix the conflict with the Palestinians in the Israelis. This is what you do. You tell the Palestinians, you're like, all right, look, you guys worship suicide bombers. You guys, celebrate when your son blows himself up and kills three Jews. Okay, culture is a little toxic. But we understand why you're toxic because, you're trapped on this little piece of nothing of a land. You guys don't really manufacture or make anything. You guys are kind of screwed. You guys are kind of like gypsies, but you're in prison, and you guys kind of can't go anywhere because you got like the what's that? The Red Sea, Dead Sea, whatever. Like to your left, you got other countries. You can't go anywhere. You're screwed, right? Palestinians are screwed, guys. That's all there is to it. They're screwed. What are you gonna do? Hey, Palestinian boy, you're 5 years old. What are you gonna be when you grow up? Poor. Watching his house get bombed by an Israeli missile. There's not much future for Palestinian children. That's all there is to it. I don't care what you guys say. That's it. That their future is like, hey, see that Jew over there? We got to kill him because they're oppressing us. And I don't mean to laugh because it's sad. It's a sad existence for Palestinians. You got to get them out of there. I don't know where. I'm not sure how logistically. You got to get them out of there. I would say, like, all right, look, there's 5 million Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. They live in tight quarters. Okay. I would say this. All right. Israel is going to take over your land and bomb you to hell. The end of the story. I don't want to hear any nonsense. That's it. Israel is going to reclaim or claim whatever that land. You got to go. I'm going to kick you guys out. Palestinians, you got to go. You're out. But hang on. I'm not just going to say, like, you're screwed. No, I'm going to look for anybody in the universe to, like, as the United Nations, I guess I would want to buy someone's land so where they could take it. They got to go. That's the only way to solve everything. I don't want to hear anything about, they should just, they can keep it the way it is. Blah, blah, blah. No, there is nothing. There is no peace. It's war forever. Israel's not going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. Dude, they freaking killed like 1,400 Israelis at a freaking rock concert. Come on. Stop it. Stop the cap, as the kids say. Stop the cap. It's never going to end. I would kick them out. Like, all right, you guys got to go, but we're going to give you a new homeland. And that is going to be your country. You're going to be represented at the UN and all this and that. But we got to find a piece of land that they could inhabit, whatever. Because I hate when I try to use words that I don't know what the hell they are. And then I forget to look them up on Google, so I don't do that next time. Whatever. Cohabitat, whatever. I don't care. The point is, they need land. They need a place to go. They need home. The Palestinians, they need a home. They need a home. So, okay, well, where do we put them? They need a land. They need land where it's like, okay, it's suitable for farming. You got to be able to, like, you need infrastructure. The world will help them, sure, pay them whatever, but they need to be able to produce something with their own hands, because it's going to take 10 generations for this new Palestinian country, this new Palestine, for them to be self-sufficient. 10 generations. What part of a country can we buy from whoever that has land that they can farm or grow something or just something to make? Because this would be a world. This is going to be a world issue that everybody needs to come together on. Everybody needs to come together on. So where do you put them? I'm going to say you put them somewhere in Africa. Somewhere in Africa, in a coastal region, like there's water there, so they can build ports. So if they're able to start building stuff or make, like, it needs, wherever the land is, it cannot be landlocked. It needs to be along a coast. It has to be. It has to be. Other than that, I don't know where to put it. Has to be a port city. It has to be made. It has to be made. And this sounds weird. And this would take a long. This is why I say 10 generations. It needs to be a place where people would want to visit. Like, hey, come to Palestine. Or let's change the name to Paradise. Come to Paradise. Well, why the hell do I want to go to Paradise? I don't know. We'll cut your head off if you're gay. Come on down. Like, no, you can't do that. Can we have a little bit of tourism? And these people, you need 10 generations to erase the whole, like, Jews are evil. I mean, they still might be evil, but, maybe in 10 generations, maybe David would be like, Jews ain't too bad. Like, I kind of hate them, but screw them. Who cares? I don't know. That's how I see it. That's the only way. Other than that, you can whatever U.S. president wants to give money to who. That's it. That's the only solution. The end of the story. I am not going to go to the negotiation table with anybody. That's it. I gave you the option. Your option is to leave. That's it. Or you can stay and get bombed all day. It's up to you. Oh no, my kid's brains are hanging out of his head. Okay, well, I don't like to see that. I don't, kids, like, what the hell are they doing? A missile drops down and, 12 people die, 3 of them kids. You fire a rocket into Israel, 1 person dies. It's like, dude, it's like, we can't go back. We can't go in time. And, listen, if I can go back in time to when Israel, retook the land from, what the Bible, whatever. Listen, I would have stopped them and I would have been like, all right, listen, Israel, this land is kind of crap. So how about we do this? We know that the Bible says that this is the land that was promised to you by some person. We're gonna put a kibosh on that because I think you're going to start an endless kind of guerrilla style war for the next 80 years. Where could the Israelis go? It would be another Africa thing. So it would be the same thing with the Israelis, but 75 years in the past. But they're already there, so all I could say is, yeah, Palestinians, you got to go. Can't stay there because it's just never going to end. It's just never going to end. It's 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 never going to stop. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. So if you want to stop the killing, you got to go have your own, and we'll help you. The world will help you. And then, then whatever. What are you going to do? We got some super chat. Sorry, guys, I wasn't. I was going blah 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 blah. Miss Martini with the $20 super chat. Ooh, look at you, breaking bread as the kids say. Thank you very much, Miss Martini. You don't have to do that, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think Kayla's been sipping on some wine tonight. Yeah, guys, no politics, guys. Come on. Alabaster Smidge with the $50 super chat. Wow, Alabaster Smidge, $50. Dang. Hey, if you guys ever need your Alabaster Smidge, give this man a call or a woman. Alabaster Smidge, $50. It must be pro-Israel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't know how many more times I can thank you. Guys, I thank you very much for the super chats. Yeah, no, thank you. It helps my heart. Thank you again. Sagittarius with the DKK. What is DKK again? I forgot. Somebody came in here with some DKK. Hey, I love it. 89 DKKs from Denmark. Oh, Denmark. Oh, we got 89 marks from Denmark. Thank you very much. And Alabaster Smidge again with a $10 super chat. I'm starting to think he did you take your wife's debit card? Have you been drinking, sir? Well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it very much. And 199 Alabaster Smidge. Oh, and Miss Martini's battling him with the $10 super chat. And Major Tom with the $5 super chat. Wow, are you guys battling for my attention and affection? Is this how big time YouTubers feel when they get blessed with all these super chats? Alabaster Smidge and Miss Martini battling it out. Wow. It's crazy. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. And Alabaster Smidge again with the $5 super chat. I'm starting to think he really did take us. Did you break into your neighbor's Miss Martini with the, wow, $10 super chat. Well, I feel like I'm on a stage. I'm a stripper and I'm twerking it up. With Miss Martini and Alabaster Smidge. You guys are embarrassing me. You guys are embarrassing me. Well, no, well, thank you guys. I know I appreciate you guys are embarrassing me. You guys are making me blush. You guys are making me drink. Yeah. No, listen. Thank you guys for the super chats. And all I can say is, that's the only way. The only way that I can see how to fix the whole thing. You know. Wow, we got some. Kale is busy with slaying these trolls. There's a lot of trolls in the chat. Where are you guys coming from? Ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. No, it's not. I mean, there's a reason why the other Muslim countries don't let the Palestinians in for some reason, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but listen, I feel bad for them. And I also feel bad for the people, for the 1,400 Israelis that were raped and murdered. So that's the only way I can see it, guys. I don't think they're going to turn off this radio. I think I'm going to have to listen to it the entire night. That's really a shame because I really didn't want to listen to it, but what are you going to do? I have a little rant. And this is a rant that I've kind of complained about too many times. I'm just tired of it. And I'm just going to mention, I just want to remind you guys again. Guys, please, listen. I know you guys are not everybody's over here getting super chats like me because I'm special. But no, seriously, can you guys do me a favor? There's 264 people in here. Can you do me a favor? I know this is going to be difficult, but this is going to be an effort. This is a 264 person effort that might spread into 500 and such and such. Can you guys please, for God's sake, stop paying 80% of what something costs online buying it used? Can you please stop that? I'm tired of seeing it. Case in point, I'm tired of going where Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, offer up, retail me, whatever the hell why is it for the last 3 years, ever since COVID, that when somebody sells something used, they're asking 90% of what it costs new, and you guys are damn near paying it? Can you please stop? Can you please stop? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's annoying as hell. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a hypocrite. I bought something used today. I don't want to say what it is because it's stupid. I'm never gonna use it. It's gonna sit in my van and rot. But brand new on Amazon, it goes anywhere from $239 to $259, $239 to $259, $239 to $259, and I would see this thing for sale. And even when it was $160, I'm I'm not paying $160 for that. So finally today, I bought it for $100. I'll do a vlog about what I bought. I'll talk about it later. But it's something really stupid, and I don't have the room to use it in this trailer. That's why I need to get a bigger trailer so I can use it. And it took me 6 or 8 months to finally find somebody that would just give it to me for $100. So other than that, I'm gonna need for instance, this is a perfect example. I'm gonna need a heater buddy, right? Heater buddy is like a propane powered little heater. It'll heat up my trailer when I'm in somewhere that's really, really cold. Now, right now, guys, if you know me when I go live, when you see me with a hoodie, it's a little right tonight, it's that cold. But if you see me with a hoodie on, guarantee you that outside it's probably less than 50 degrees. And so I go out, for S's and giggles, right? Because I told myself, I said, I'm not buying a heater buddy because I already have 3 of them. I have 3 because every season I buy a heater buddy. and I get back to Texas, I throw it in my storage, and then I leave. And then like I need it again, I buy it again, I throw it in my. I got two or three, I don't remember, but I got a few heater buddies or buddy heaters, whatever you call it. And normally at Walmart they're like $75, and I'm like I'm not gonna buy one because I'm tired of buying them. But it's my fault. I should have. I don't know why I did not bring it with me. I think what I was thinking was, if it gets too cold, if it gets too cold, instead of buying one, I'm just gonna leave. Well, guess who's gonna buy one tomorrow? I'm gonna buy one because I'm gonna be in Ohio in November, and I'm gonna need that thing until it gets way too cold and I gotta leave. But before I did that, I said, okay, let me go on Facebook Marketplace and let me see if somebody is selling one for like cheap. I'm not gonna give you $60 for something that's new for 75. I'm not gonna give you $50. I'm not gonna give you $60. I'm damn sure not gonna give you $70. So you know what? Screw you guys. I'm just gonna buy it new. It's so weird how COVID has warped people's minds. Like back in the day, if you bought something used for like, okay, for instance, let's say okay, what's a good example? Okay, good. Okay, here's a great example. Here's a great example. Where the hell is that thing at? Hold on. Okay. Okay. So this is my drone. Okay, I got two drones. I don't use drones a lot, but sometimes they really do come in handy. I used in today's on the Delphi, I used the drone. So this is, I don't really want to pull it out. Yeah, I probably should since I'm already talking about it. And by the way, guys, I'm not flossing. This is just. And by the way, I know you guys sent me super chats, and thank you very much. And this is where your super chats go. Well, actually, your super chats go. Technically, they're supposed to go for bird feed, cat food. I haven't bought any in a while because, honestly, to tell you the truth, I haven't really seen any cats. No comment. So, anyways, okay, so I bought this, right? So this is a DJI Air 3 drone, okay? So here's the thing. I'm like stretched thin when it comes to content. Like what videos that I really like I like making that they're not serious, they're just kind of fun is like when I look at bums, like bum surveillance. I actually really want to do more of those videos. The reason why I haven't done more of the bum surveillance videos is because you really can't zoom in on the bums when you're flying the drone. I have a really cool video that I have to still like do a voiceover for. Long story short, I use like music for like background music, and the creator of this music wouldn't let me monetize the video. I guess because I'm disparaging the bums, and I kind of like processed it before I whatever. So, blah, blah, blah. So, I wanted to buy, so I have a DJI Mini 2. That brand new was like $600. I bought it like 3 years ago, and I didn't start using it until I bought it like 3.5 years ago, but I didn't start using it until like 2.5 years ago. And it was like $600 when I first bought it. And my first drone, I got it stuck in a tree. Okay, whatever. So I bought another one. All right. I've almost lost this drone like 3 different times. So I wanted to do a video in Southern California. The problem was my drone, because I went to the location to do the video. Now, of course, I'm not going to say what video it is, but there was a video where I needed to fly a drone 2.5 miles to get a picture and video of something. And my DJI-2, it's really small, it's really little. It wouldn't reach that far. So I need a larger drone. The larger drones are more stable and they'll go further. But I didn't want to spend all kinds of money on the drone. So this drone, brand new, if you go on Amazon, it's $15.99. I'm not interested in spending $1,800 on one video. So I'm just like, I'm not going to do it. But I'm on Facebook Marketplace, and I would always like pay attention, see what I'm looking at, blah, blah, blah. This dude in frickin' Irvine had this DJI Air 3 with the RC controller. He had it for sale for like $1,000. And I said, it's not worth it for me to go down there. So I ignored it. About a week later, he has it for $950. I said, $950 for a drone that's $15.99 new. So I go down there, meet up with him, fly the drone. Okay, so did I give him the $950 or did I say, would you take $900? I'm not gonna lie. I never ever like asked somebody, hey, would you take this? For S's and giggles, I just said, hey, would you take $900? He's like, yeah. I never do that. I always give the person the money that they asked. I don't know what made me. It was like $50. Like, okay, just give them the money. I'm like, would you take $900? I could be wrong that I did that, but I want to say I paid $900 for this. Whatever it is, he said, yeah. I gave him the money. I got the drone. I'm like, is this drone like stolen or broken? No, it flies fantastic. I have not used it for a video yet because I don't need to. I bought this drone to do the bum surveillance and to do that one video back in Southern California. But here's another dilemma. And whatever. So let me put this freaking drone back under my bed. So that's a drone. So I don't need to use that drone all the time. Anyways, guys, long story short. There's to get good video of the bump surveillance, there's another drone that's like $3,500, $4,000. I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna $4,000. Now, you have a firm where they let you pay like $400 a month for the rest of your life. I could do that. I could do an Affirm drone. I could do I know Kayla's like rolling her eyes right now. She's like, I could feel her rolling her eyes right now. She's rolling her eyes right now. She's like, yeah, I know. I could do Affirm. Raj on Film with the $20 super chat. King of the Graveyard Videos. Well, thank you very much. Raj on Film. Buttering me up for that collab. It could happen. You've paid a pretty penny. It could happen. I don't know. I do want to see that little area you were talking about. You never know. Raj on Film. You never know. You could be the next star on Lamont at Large. You never know. You never know. Dreams do come true. I'm just kidding. But no, you never know. You never know. Kale is rolling. By the way, Raj on Film. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Raj on Film. I'm definitely not the king of graveyard videos. There's a new king on the platform. He's the king. He's big man on campus. I'm not the biggest. First of all, I'm not a graveyard channel. But I do graveyards. But there's a channel that does great, and they got more subscribers than me. They're the big man on campus. I'm just some small fry in this little trailer. Rocketing forward. Yeah, I'm just saying, listen, I'm just looking at them. I'm like, wow, they got so many subscribers. But listen, about this drone, I could spend the and I can get it on a firm payments. And Kale's just like, hey, kid, just, you know, yeah. So if I make payments of $333 for 18 years, I can get this drone. But do I really want to spend that kind of money to do some bum videos? Unless they're done like really cool. Oh, and also, by the way, this drone, it might be the same drone that you can buy attachments for. Like you could buy like strobe lights and speakers. Like you can talk to the bums. Like you could be like, hey, bum, why are you smoking so much meth? Hey, bum, why do you live in a tent with your own feces? Why? Why do you do that? Okay, so I never knew this existed, but I was at a cemetery. I know, like, what am I doing in the cemetery? I don't know. So I was at a cemetery. I did not find a grave because this guy did not have a grave. Still, the story is going to go up. It's a really, I'm not going to say, should I say like what the story was? I'm not going to say what the story was, but let's just say, I will say this. I think I'm going to put that video up in maybe 2 weeks. Basically, it was, I don't want to say it because if I say it, then I'm going to delete it. I'm about to delete the stream. But we will say, like, basically, I did a story about somebody who got paid a lot of money to play video games and he killed himself. It's just a very stupid story. Just wow. It's just like, wow, you got paid to play video games and you died because you were an idiot. And not to disparage the dead, but sometimes you're just like, dude, like, like you, like, okay, maybe you don't make a lot of money, but you wake up whenever you feel like it. Like I wake up, like I don't wake up at like 12 o'clock unless I drank. But tomorrow I'm waking up. My alarm's going off at 8 a.m. I'm up at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Like I gotta go to work. So, but dude, you play video games. Like you're not going to work construction swinging a hammer for 12 hours and then your back hurts and then whatever. By the way, my back feels great thanks to the ibuprofen I took earlier. And like you threw it all away. Like, dude, like you got paid to play video games. By the way, if anybody says in the comments what story I'm talking about, I'm gonna have to delete this stream. So just say you can say the name. You can say the name, but I'm gonna have to delete the stream because whatever. Wreckful, I think you're talking about, yeah, dude. I can't find his grave. Hey, listen, hey, if you find his grave, let me know. Kale, look for his grave. I mean, you probably look for the grave for what, 2 hours? Can't find it. No, hey, anybody can find his grave. Let me know. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Can't find it. Can't find it. Trust me. Etika, is that the black dude? No, not him, but you guys are kind of close. You guys are kind of close. You guys can guess. You guys can guess. But if you guess, it's good. It's cool. But I have to delete the stream. But you guys can keep guessing. I think somebody will eventually. If you are into, I know, and then you guys are going to start looking up stuff. Yeah, somebody's going to say it in a minute because they're going to start googling stuff. You're going to start googling stuff. Oh, Kenosha, in the building. What's up, Kenosha? Kenosha, can you look up that Wreckful? I don't. I forgot where he died in Texas, right? Texas, and he was buried in. No, he died in Austin. Maybe because maybe at that time I didn't do like videos on where just people died. I only did graves, so maybe I will do Wreckful if I can find location of where he died. So I don't know. Tracy R says, "Come back to Vegas." I'll be there before I get to LA. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, but yeah, no, I'll be there. Yeah, but I need you to find his grave. I know we haven't talked about him in a few years, but yeah, I remember you were looking, and I know you're serious. I know you're like looking. You probably still looking. You probably start looking right now. You probably start looking tonight. So, yeah. So, but one day we'll you know just get to the Mississippi or Blue Jacket, Oklahoma sometime, Lamont. Just get to Mississippi or Blue Jacket. What does that mean? Is that some kind of beer? I'm not sure. Chris Cunningham said Delphi video was good. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Eventually, they're going to complete the bridge. I mean, who the hell knows how much that cost? I'm guessing for them to rebuild that bridge like that. By the way, I'm not gonna lie. When I was like, with my camera, with the phone, I was like filming it. Not Dan Bell film it, but just filming it with my lowbrow, no talent, self-having person. Um, I was nervous on that bridge because I'm just like, is this thing even really stable? Because I didn't see any like retrofitting that they did down below to the bottom base structure of the bridge. Because it was a train bridge. It was a train trestle, or whatever you want to call it, whatever that proper terminology is. So I was a little bit nervous walking on it, but yeah. Um, that's a whole crazy story. Who the hell knows what's going on? I mean, why would you confess to a double murder you didn't commit? Okay, the beer's done. I'm done. I'm done, guys. That's it. I don't have any more beer. I don't deserve any. I haven't been a good person tonight. Oh well. I mean, I've been a great person, as you guys can see, but you know, I just don't have any beer, so I don't deserve any. Uh, we should talk. Any way to get me your email? Just an FYI, the RVs I need to find buyers for are around 40 and below. The RVs I need to find buyers for. Are you trying to say that I'm like trying to buy an RV? Um, I'm not looking for an RV. I'm not sure what you're. I mean, well, I am looking for an RV, if you know what I'm saying. But it's not the kind of RV that you live in. So, yeah, I've been looking for one for quite some time. So we will see. But yeah, hey. By the way, okay, I'm about to end a live stream because I've been live streaming for 2 hours. It'll be in 90 seconds. It'll be 2 hours. I thought I was gonna go live for only 30 minutes. Is there anything I want to say before I end it? Yeah, there's only one RV that I'm looking for, and I can't find it. I can't find it. But anyways, we got a lot of politics in place tonight. Yeah, she kind of did. She kind of did. She kind of like, what I guess what she said. So, but Miss Martini, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, it's just a quick video, and then I had that old video from Iowa. That was from like 2 years ago. I took that video like the day that guy like the guy that recognized me as Lamont at Large in Council Bluffs. He's like, go to an effing cemetery. That whole road rage thing. And I'm just like, what the hell? And I took that video the next day. I actually thought that because I was doing another video in Council Bluffs, and I thought that I seen the guy's van again because I was like doing like a totally different video, and I seen the same color van, same model, and my heart it went like do. I said, oh crap! I said that's the guy's van, and I wasn't like it's not that I'm scared. I was just nervous because I was like, oh crap, like it's gonna go down right now, but it wasn't his van. That guy was crazy, crazy, like cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. And, I know some of you guys aren't going to believe me, but after I got over like the 20-second shock, I literally started trying to chase this guy because I wanted to chase him down because I was trying to like not to beat him up, because dude, this guy could have like a gun or a knife. I wanted to film like an encounter with him and then put it no, trust me, I was chasing a viral video. I'm not chasing this guy to punch him in his face. I don't care about that. I just wanted to like get a good video for Lamont at large. So I wanted to confront him, but he booked it like literally like when I made a U-turn and I went back, he was gone. And I was like, dude. And the only reason why it happened, like my van was such a mess, I couldn't find my gimbal. So I still think about that. I'm like, damn, why? Like, if I had my gimbal, I could have just like slapped it in my phone and just like started chasing him. Yeah, I'm still smarting about that. So, anyways, all right, guys. I'm out of here. What RV am I looking for? I can't tell you. It's a secret. I've been looking for it for 3 years. That's it. I've been looking for it for 3 years and I can't find it. One day I will find it. One day I will find it and I will purchase it and I will live in it. And I'll crisscross the United States in this mysterious RV. One day. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I am going to, what time is it right now? It's 4:30? No way. Oh, crap, it is. Jeez. It's 4:30? I got to be up in the 3.5 hours. All right, guys, got to go. Have a good night. Peace out. By the way, thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. It's 4:30 out here. Freaking good Lord. I can't believe it's 4:30. Is this the latest I've ever streamed? I'm not even tired. I mean, I'm tired. Oh, God. Hey. Hold on. I got to send a text message really quick. Bro. I'm not even. Nah, I'll be up. I'm actually in shock. I can't believe it's 4:30. I thought it was like 2:30. I must have started streaming like late. I guess I did. Yeah. Dude, if I go to sleep now, I won't fall asleep until 5:30. All right, have a good night. Peace out. Damn.